Ninth standard. My father brought out his bullet and said, let's go and learn how to ride it. But I fell on the very first day. Not a graceful fall. The bike went down, my leg went against the silencer, and the burn came up on my skin in seconds. If you have ever ridden a bullet, you know exactly the mark I'm talking about. It hurt. It hurt a lot. And I went home that evening, burn on my leg, limping. And I was happy. Not brave, not tough, happy. Because the pain was going to fade away in 2 weeks, and what I gained that day was going to stay with me for the rest of my life. I knew how to ride. At 18, I got my license, and I've never once in all these years since had to stand up at the bus stop and wonder whether I would reach home. This is what this is about. Not vehicles, this. Now, I want to speak to the woman listening. When a boy in this country wants to learn to ride, one thing happens. Someone hands him the keys. When a woman wants to learn, 3 walls comes up. Let me name them because you cannot climb a wall without seeing it. Wall number 1. Nobody offers. Her brother gets taught at 50. She gets asked at 25. But why do you need to? Nobody forbids her. But nobody teaches her either. The permission simply never arrives. And she waits for it. Sometimes for years. Wall number 2. Who will teach me? This is the real one. Not fear of the road. Fear of learning. Of being watched while you're bad at something. A boy learns badly in front of his friends, and it's a story they laugh about. A woman learns badly, and someone or somewhere a man mutters. See, a woman is riding. Wall number 3, the audience. What will you wear? How will you sit? How will your dupatta not catch? Who's watching from the balcony? What will they say at the wedding? Man gets on the bike and he thinks about the road. A woman gets on the bike and thinks about the road and 12 other people. So 3 walls, and not one of them is about the ability to ride. Every single one is about someone else's comfort. They have built a whole joke around us. Women are bad drivers. You have heard that 1,000 times. So let me give you some numbers. A majority analysis of road fatality risk measured per mile driven. So the comparison is where? Found that male drivers have a 77% higher risk of dying in a crash than women. In India, the man killed on our roads outnumber the woman by more than 6 to 1. Now, I'll be honest with you because I don't want you to be repeatedly saying something that can be knocked down. Part of that 6 to 1 gaps exists simply because far fewer women are on the road to drive. Researchers also say that itself. That's why the per mile number matters more. Distance for distance. Women are the safer drivers. Fewer speed violations, fewer reckless overtakes, higher seatbelt and helmet use. And here is the fact that should make you angry. The car crash test dummies used to certify car safety are built on an average male body measurements. The seat belt, the airbag, the headrest. The whole safety system was designed around a man's frame. So understand the full picture. Women are safer on the road and the road was built for someone else. They gave us the joke. They never gave us the data. Enough theory. Now, if you're listening and you can't ride yet, here is your plan. 1. Get the balance first. If you can ride a bicycle, you already have 90% of what a scooter needs. If you can't, spend a week on a cycle. That week will save you a month. 2. Get the paperwork, a learner's license, a helmet that actually fits. I prefer the full coverage one. Both cost less than 1 evening out, and both mean nobody can question your right to be there. 3. Find a boring, empty place, a ground, a colony at 6 in the morning, an empty parking lot on a Sunday. Not the main road, not on a day 1. 4. Take whoever will help, a sister, a brother, a friend, a cousin, or a paid instructor. Anyone who will sit there and not laugh. And if nobody will come, go alone, go slow, and go anyway. 5. Go slow and expect to fall. I mean, listen to me on this. At 10 kilometers an hour, a fall is a scraped knee and a bruised ego. Helmet on, going slow, in an empty ground, a fall is not a tragedy. It's just a Tuesday. I have a burnt scar on my leg. I've had it since 9th standard. It has never stopped me from going anywhere. 6. Then take one short trip alone to a shop. Just 5 minutes. That one solo ride is the moment that actually becomes yours. Now, I want to tell you what you are really learning, because this isn't about riding. This isn't about riding at all. You are learning that when you want to go somewhere, you can go. You don't ask, you don't wait for the bus, you don't check whether an auto will agree to the fare you want. You don't call someone and hope that he's free. You don't sit at home because it's 8 o'clock and the last bus has gone. You pick the key and you go. Now, this is not a skill. This is not a hobby. This is a door. And it has been standing there unlocked your whole life. And they let you believe it was locked. So, take the scooty out this Sunday. Fall if you have to. The burn heals in 2 weeks. The freedom stays for 50 years. 50 years. And that matters. Thank you.